Hey guys, it's been a while and it's nice to talk to you again, through the camera. It's really nice that I got to post, I think, like 8 videos since the quarantine started. But a lot of you guys have been asking me if I will actually go back to YouTube. And I think you have your answer. I will. Now, I think let's see if it's consistent, but I hope it is. I owe you guys an explanation though. While I promised last year to make more videos on tips and tricks for videography and photography, it didn't happen. And I have all the assets prepared. I have like a logo, an intro, and all of that. The reason for that is actually a pretty good one. Last year was a year of intense growth for me, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but that whole year was a year where I really reconnected with God. Without saying too much, that's what the whole year was about. And for those of you guys who follow my other social media accounts, my Instagram or my Twitter, I'm sure you guys have seen the difference in the way I communicate with my posts now. So having said that, there is a change with the way I'm going to be posting content on this channel. Don't worry, I will still be posting tips and tricks, tutorials, because I already have all the assets, and I actually believe that that's something that I can really contribute of value to this community. After all, I am a creative, I'm a filmmaker, I'm a photographer, I own a prod house, but strip everything away, one thing remains, and I am still a child of God. So without the camera, without the gear, without the knowledge of videography or photography, one thing remains, and that's my being a child of God. And so as I come back to this channel, I don't want it to just be about gear or cameras or tutorials. I also want it to be about God. I don't know if you noticed, but earlier this week I posted a question on my stories on Instagram, and the reason for that is recently God gave me this really big burden to sort of speak to and guide young men with their heart issues regarding faith. I acknowledge that many young men do not have the kind of community and guidance that they need for their walk with God, and I want to be that sort of virtual kuya that can help them navigate through the questions they have about faith. The Christian lifestyle is a battle that we're brought into, and the thing is, for many of us, we have very few men who can mentor us and teach us how to fight. So that's kind of the issue that I want to address here. I want to be that person for those who don't have mentors, those who don't have guidance. And so in addition to the tutorials that I'll be posting a weekly devotional series catered to young men under the name Casual Conversations, because I want it to be like this, like kinausap ko lang kayo. And I want the topics to really come from you guys. So I set up a email account. That's where you can send me your questions about faith or photography and videography, and I'll be getting the topics that I'll talk about from there. So feel free to send me a message there whenever you want. But just to make things easier for me, if it's possible, if you could start the topic part with an open and close bracket faith or open and close bracket tips, just so I know which one is which. So if I'm looking for topics, it's easy to navigate through the email. Actually, I don't want the email to just be a place where you can ask questions and it'll be a topic for a video. I actually want to be able to speak personally to you guys, especially the ones who have questions about faith, where we can probably navigate through your issues together through email, where the best of my abilities, through prayer and guidance from God, we can navigate through probably what's happening in your life, maybe what God's doing there. And hopefully it can give you clarity as much as possible. I know God's gonna move through that, and if He's gonna use me, why not? But before I go further, I know that a lot of girls watch this vlog, and as much as I want to speak life to the women that watch this channel, I don't think that my personal experience as a man can accurately guide women in their walk with God. So that's why the devotionals are catered strictly to young men, not married, because I'm not married, so I don't know what they're going through, diba? But strictly to young men. For those of you guys that want a devotional that's probably catered to you, I highly suggest Janina's. She posts every day, I think, on Instagram and Facebook. She does a live, and they're very good. So if you want to have a devotional for you, because you're a girl, watch a girl's devotional. But I'm pretty sure naman you can learn a lot from the biblical truths that we're going to be talking about in the channel. So if ever you do end up watching, I'm sure you'll still learn a thing or two. Now, by no means am I an expert on theology or whatever. You know, I'm just a guy like you walking with God. So if there's any topic that's really deep, you know, that really involves a lot of expertise in theology or just a deeper understanding of biblical concepts, before I post, I'm probably gonna, you know, do my research and talk to my mentors. I don't want this to be a branch of Christian content that sounds like another, you know, self-help book or, you know, misquotes verses out of their context. No. The Bible is my standard, and the Bible should be our standard as Christians. So it's not going to be about my emotions or my personal opinions, but we're going to make sure that we view all the issues in how God sees it through the Bible. Anyway, that's it for this video. I actually just wanted to introduce that and maybe, you know, practice speaking in front of the camera again, because I haven't done this in a long time. I'm actually sweating. I'm not sure if it's the heat or I'm just really nervous speaking in front of a camera again. But yun, if anything, I just want to request one thing. If it's not too much to ask, I hope you guys pray for me. I know that, you know, I'll be entering into a field where I didn't really do this. You know, I would post on Instagram about stuff and answer your questions there, but this is a different battlefield for me. And I know that the enemy won't want us to advance. So I just pray that you guys, you know, cover me in prayers. I know God will use this platform for something. Your prayers will mean a lot. Yeah, I'm excited for this, and I hope you guys are excited for it too. I will see you guys next week. Let's have a conversation. Peace.